Well, how far do we go? This is March 13, 2006. This is bishops, politicians, Catholic news servants. Conscience must concur with the church's moral teaching, politicians told. Didn't Bush say that no prelate may tell a politician what to do? No pope, no priest, no nothing? Kennedy at least, didn't he say that? Yes, of course he said that. And here, now they're dictating. Washington, responding to a recent statement by Catholic Democrats in the House of Representatives affirming the primacy of conscience in their voting decisions, 3 key leaders of the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops said conscience must be consistent with the fundamental moral principles, including the Church's opposition to abortion. As members of the Church, all Catholics are obliged to shape our consciences in accord with the moral teachings of the Church, said the statement on responsibilities of Catholics in public life, which called abortion a grave violation of the most fundamental human right, the right to life, etc., etc., etc. They use some key issues, but of course they want the entire moral statute of Rome to be enforced. The Vatican ambassador to the United States here, I believe that the United States as the world's only superpower and the Holy See as the only worldwide moral political sovereignty have significant roles to play. Their actions will impact the lives of people in all parts of the globe. What the Bible said is coming to fruition. And I've given you this quote before, but I'll give it again. The best way to honor Pope John Paul II, said George Bush, truly one of the great men, is to take his teaching seriously, is to listen to his words and to put his words and teachings into action here in America. This is a challenge we must accept. Isn't this introducing papal precepts in government? This is what he's doing. So he is a fulfillment of prophecy. This is amazing. We are living in the most thunderous time in human history. In 1995, Keith Tooney already said, the wall of separation between church and state that was erected by secular humanists and other enemies of religious freedom, how can you twist history? Has to come down. Those opposing our views are the new fascists. That's fascinating. Fascists calling non-fascists fascists. That's Jesuit dialectic thinking. That's the way they do it. They're very good at it. So they turn everything upside down. Remember this man? He was chairman of the Republican National Committee 1997 to 2000, but he got a more important job. He is the ambassador to the Holy See. Here he is with his credentials. Holy See has full diplomatic relations with 172 nations of 228. That's 76%. Let's have a look at a gathering with the Pope and the Knights of Malta, the previous Pope. Rome, the Vatican, the Holy Father, John Paul II, with the Order's ambassador, Mr. Stephen Falaise, on the right, Prince Paolo Francesco, etc., all the high knights. Rome, the Vatican Supreme Pontiff, John Paul II, with the ambassador from the Order of the Holy See, Mr. Stephen Falaise. Here, I urge the entire order, continued the Pope, to continue to support with generosity the ideological battles which underpin the civilization of the third millennium. Remember that the Knights of Malta are the ones that control many of the issues of banking and military objectives in this country and others around the world. And all those initiatives which the Church is undertaking to protect the rights of everyone, starting with the weakest. John Paul finally expressed his grateful appreciation for what the Order has already done and the most fervent good wishes for what it is planning to do to assist pilgrims during the Jubilee, etc., etc., etc. Get working, he says. These are the secret societies. Get working. And the Knights Templars, these orders coming to power and bringing about that which the Bible said they would do. They think they're so great. God already knows what they're doing.